Oh, no way.
Hey Michael, do you guys have a starter for a 1970 satellite?
Here, I got you.
2-barrel. Ready for me to spill gas everywhere?
Yes.
Oh, maybe I won't this time. Here, hold that.
Oh, right in my eyes. Oh, God.
And with all that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next episode of the Satellite Revival here on the Junkyard Digs YouTube channel. I'm here today with Thunderhead 289, who I've covered in gas at this point. We haven't even started. We've been working on this for the last 4 episodes, question mark.
Yeah, something like that. It's been a long week.
Right now it runs, and we're hoping today to free up the wheels and the clutch, and do an oil change, and all that good stuff. If you haven't seen the previous videos, make sure you go check out Thunderhead 289's channel. We're doing split series where I take number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 8, you know, or however many there is. 37 episodes. Who knows? But you need to go. You need to subscribe to his channel so that you can see the other half of this content, or else it's going to be really confusing. So without further ado, let's see if we can get this sucker running again, and see if we can get it driving. Hey Luke.
Yeah.
I got an 1/8 inch thread on the back of this, and these plugs to that vacuum leak. What do we have for 1/8 inch thread? Do we have anything?
Well, if it was just 1/8 inch, but is it an 1/8 inch MPT?
Yeah, it's an NPT. I don't want to sacrifice your carb and like fill it with silicone or something. Yeah, anything in that car? Oh my God.
I don't know though, because it's a fuel pressure gauge. If it has vacuum on it, it'll ruin it. But that should be an 1/8 inch. It's yours though. It's not mine. We're already down the path of
Summit part. It would probably screw into a Summit carb.
It's already down the path of janko-ness with the zip tie.
Oh my God, it works.
Fuel pump's hot.
Here we go.
Let's give it a pump.
Oh, my foot. I got my lamp chain, the ignition switch. And I found this to be useful. I can stand way the hell over here and not get hit. Yeah, we got a vacuum leak for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there went that one.
It's up front.
Yep, we must have lost our silicone.
That's fine.
So.
We need to go get zinc anyway to put in the oil.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh, God.
Yep, they got the gasket sealer. That's what it was though. There's our vacuum leak. That's what we figured might happen.
We were just really anxious to see it run.
Yeah, I couldn't wait.
So we'll just readdress that with new silicone, take a trip to town, get lunch, get parts, and come on back. So you may have noticed that we've had this campfire going the whole time. And what's going on here is every once in a while, we'll take a break from the satellite and come cut out the dead limbs in these apple trees that are also quite neglected at this point. So we're trying to not only get the car going, but help their property. We cut down all those trees over there to get the car out, and we got to drag them all to the back. We noticed this guy hasn't been able to mow under here for a long time. Byron's mother is actually who lives here. She's probably in her, I I'd say 90s by now.
He's
So,
old,
yeah, so they're not really able to keep up with the property. So we thought, hell, let's give them a hand while we're here. Cut down some of these trees and just burn them so that they can mow. So kind of a couple things are going on here. We're fixing the car, cleaning up the property, just out here working for a week, you know? Leaving the place better than when we found it.
Oh.
Get it?
Yep.
Got the quarter panel.
Dude, it's like literally, did it sit in the ocean or what?
How did that?
How's it? Aren't
Snails.
those in the water? I'm not.
Nah, snails do what snails want to do, but you know.
Dang.
We're out at home.
Try that one right there.
All right, Jess, I'm gonna have to stand here. Come on, snap on.
Uh-oh.
Why?
And I saved the world.
Why?
Can't even. Have we introduced Steve yet?
So Steve, the
Okay.
guy behind me right now, Steve is the one that found the car back here one day looking for his dog that ran out, and sent me a picture. And he just walked up while we were doing this. He's like, "Hey, don't forget, Mopars are a right-hand thread on the driver's side."
What? Look.
Why would you ever need to do that?
Can't even make that up. All that effort we just went through, check it out.
Why would you ever do that?
I wouldn't even have thought to Google that.
That should never exist.
Look at that.
There's no reason.
Wow, that is a weird deal. Never knew. Learn something every day, I guess. Oh.
Yeah, ran pretty good. And then the starter started acting up again. Another starter.
Look at that. That's literally tree roots. The tree roots growing through the wheel.
And then start working. So.
It's crazy. Technically, these should go this way to loosen up, right? Like normal. Yep, these are the other way. That's weird. Look at that. I'm pretty encouraged though. Look, no heat, no nothing.
Maybe these drums aren't going to be that bad to get off. I say as we drag the car with two vans, but the wheels don't move an inch. Metric Teng Tools socket. It's actually the impact one too.
Oh, we got them all. That's it. They're all loose.
We did it. Now for, you know, the actually hard part, getting the drums off.
Yeah, well that assumes that we can get the wheels off.
This part was supposed to be really easy until we realized it was made by Mopar.
I think he's got to been dead against Mopar now.
Oh, I'll just enjoy this shade for a bit. Wow, that's a lot of rust.
Oh, dude. There's like a whole ant colony in there. You can see how deep it was. This is not a safe place to put my foot.
There's two jacks under there, you're good. Yeah,
Oh, no. Gee whiz, that's seized on. I would have never guessed.
how are we going to get that off?
The car is having an identity crisis. It thinks it's a tree.
It's really hot out today, and we definitely screwed up and said right-hand thread earlier, and it was a left-hand thread. But if you have a center axle that turns a certain direction, and you put a nut on the end, sometimes, and there's a load, it may work itself loose. But it has to be on that center axle. So it would have to be here for that theory of a reverse thread to work. But it's not. It's out here. This lug does not spin. It rotates, but the lug does not spin. So reverse thread doesn't do anything, right?
I don't know, it's too hot to think about it. You're doing the engineering today.
Apply the engineering to this thing with that hammer.
Here we go, this is my engineering.
So what's happening here is we're trying to simply slide this off, but it's rusted to the brake shoes, and they want to rotate and pinch themselves in. So usually I get a slide hammer in about 15 minutes of my life and just pull this thing off around and around and around. But someone forgot to bring the slide hammer, and that was me. So I don't know what to do.
This is character building. Look at all this character we have now.
Are you kidding?
That went a mile though.
I can see in it.
It's
been 2 hours.
What is it doing? Look at that. Look at that. And wow, it was just because
There's no trouble.
look, it's still stuck
metal,
to it.
It's metal to metal. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it actually.
Look at all the parts. Broke springs and everything.
We did break all the springs almost, besides those top ones. You know, the ones holding it on.
It's at least encouraging to know we can do it.
2 hours of work off camera for Luke to bust this one side off. How about a break?
Is that a joke?
No. So after the first 2 hour debacle, we've perfected a method to do this.
A method.
A method to warp these cast drums off of this car. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, we got it!
Look at that. They literally.
We never did slide it. We just twisted them until everything broke.
Yeah, those are asbestos probably.
Yeah, I'll have it for supper.
I think we already did. Be gone, Satan! The power of this hammer compels thee.
Go away. Oh, man, that really? That is what got something in my eye?
And look at this.
I can't. We're going to put the rims back on without drums because those drums are gacked.
They're gone.
It'll never be good for anything besides scrap metal. Probably not even that.
No, it hit the cooler.
Ugh. Get the f up. Well, I'll put my impact into reverse and put these wheels back on. Oh, it's got a balance band. Or
Whatever they are.
I think there were something with the harmonics or noise or something. Whatever it is, it's junk.
There's a giant spider on it.
Please tell me you got Luke's face on film.
Look at that thing.
Ah! Please, God, I wish you guys could have seen Luke's face. He was like,
I did not want to have that on me.
that was amazing.
Oh.
You have one too?
Listen here, you. Oh, God. What?
Hey, you're so dumb. Luke, you're gonna break the car.
The trunk fell out. Oh, everyone's soul.
Everything shakes. I mean, like, everything shakes. Maybe I can just take the drum off with it.
Yay!
There we go.
All right. All right, you ready?
Yep.
There is so much rust falling out from between the drum.
You should see the inside. It smells so bad in here. Help.
It's coming.
There's always a way to do something, even if you have nothing. Always. Oh, hang on, puller fell off.
There they are. The pads, once again, are on the inside still.
No, it doesn't look like we messed up any of our bearing races, and our bearing even looks good.
Yeah.
But yeah, the pads are just... We ripped the pads off of the shoes.
That's the only way to do it. That's literally what we've done on every single one of them.
So there we have it. That is 3 free wheels. We had to chisel out the old brake pads so that it could do a rotation, but we are one step closer to being back on the road.
Yep.
Actually, they'll probably never be back on the road in our hands. So we're one step closer to driving it across this grassy yard.
Yeah, but it might move under its own power.
It should, yeah. All right, we're gonna cut now and we'll come back when the other wheel's done because we know what to do. We're just gonna power through it before we lose light. Supper served.
Thanks, Dad.
No problem, son. Provide for your family, you know. MREs, again.
This is better than dog food I eat at home.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Oh, dude, my feet are like all pruned because they're so sweaty. This is really appetizing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dude. Give me those socks. Give me your socks.
Dude. Do you really want to?
And the other one?
Oh shoot. You gotta burn those. They're bad.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
They're done.
Straight to the fire.
Oh, my arm. All right, so while Kevin's going to get the lawnmower and clean up our yard a little bit here, we yesterday went to O'Reilly's and got a new carb spacer, because if you look at that guy, it's kind of bowed, and this was on an engine beforehand, and really these don't work too well if you try and reuse them and they dry out and whatever, and you can see it's even kind of split. So that might have been a little bit of our vacuum leak, I'm not sure. We just opted to get another one, so I'm going to get this guy thrown on here and then get our carburetor bolted on and everything and just keep moving right along. It's looking pretty promising today. The weight reduction model.
E-twin. I bet you my lawnmower's faster than yours, Peckerwood.
Gotta get it. Good, son.
Yeah? So not only did we revive this car, but we revived this backyard. We spent the last 3 days cutting up all these trees and stuff like we showed you earlier, and we got this sucker cleaned up real nice. They can actually mow around the trees, which I would say they haven't been able to do in 5 years from the looks of all this wood.
Dude, we cut a lot out.
We cut a lot of trees out.
That's crazy.
I can't believe how little that pile of ash is. We burnt like the equivalent of a tree. But we got this place looking good and feeling good. Lord.
Had to get pretty creative to make our Summit Holly style carburetor throttle cable work, so we're just using hardware that we found laying around out here in the car, and I think it's gonna work out okay. Jamming up these together. You want to pull it really quick, see if it works? Do we even know if the gas pedal works? Oh yeah, it does its job.
It doesn't return. Alright, we put a second spring on. That's what I want to see.
Yep. Overcoming.
I can't believe that gas pedal works.
Yeah, it's a little sticky, but with the 2 springs, I guess it's overcoming our resistance and it's doing all right.
All right, we're ready to run, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Fuel coming at you. Fuel's hot.
Float bowls filling?
Yep, they're full in 3, 2, 1.
Here we go, we got 5 pounds of pressure on it.
Alright, here we go.
Give it 1 bump.
We already gave it like 5, remember?
Yeah.
Goddamn Mopar stuff. Are you kidding me?
It's that.
Go ahead.
It's actually just idling on its own. Throttle shaft vacuum leak.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's the throttle shaft vacuum leak.
Look at that.
We're not even messing with you guys. We didn't even want. Oh, we almost cut our fuel line in half. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's still absolutely dead cold.
It is. Look at this. I can hold my hand on the exhaust.
And it fired up and ran that well.
What's the manifold vacuum? Dude, it's got almost like.
It's got 19 pounds.
All the engines are mercury.
This is like a good engine.
Dude, that's crazy. And that is a 4-barrel carburetor on a 2-barrel intake. Right,
It runs so good.
Sucking and cooling down.
This thing runs like a new car. Like,
Look, it's dead steady. That means all the valves are working like they should. It's like,
you got a nickel.
oh dude, we could, if this car's sitting level, we could balance a coin on the air cleaner. We were really good. Look at that.
The fan got it.
That's crazy.
Fuel cap.
Oh, we needed that. That even runs good. It's shooting flames out the exhaust. Healthy.
This is a really good engine.
Yeah, that's crazy. We started with an engine with stuck valve.
That Ford stuff out is in here idling like a brand new motor.
That's just incredible.
Alright, let's change the oil.
Yeah, oil change time. Oh, here we go. Better cut the ignition off.
I'll get the pump. Dude, that's absurd. That thing runs so good.
That's a milestone.
Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode of Junkyard Digs. Subscribe to Thunderhead 2889 to see the next part where we finish everything else on the car. And then we'll come back to mine for the grand finale. There's some good stuff planned. Make sure you're there.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I can't.
This
Like,
thing runs so good.
that's like the best running revival engine
We've ever done.
And it started in the worst like case scenario. So this is just like one crazy thing after the next.
This is nuts. And we're out here camping in the
Yeah,
woods
Check it out, like no joke. We've been sleeping in our vans every night.
for 4 nights now.
Yeah. So all right, let's
This
get
is
to
nuts.
it.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys on part 7 on Thunderhead 289's channel. Go check that out right now, next week when it comes out. Or 2 weeks, I don't know. You gotta subscribe, then you'll know immediately. Subscribe and turn those notifications on.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you later.
We'll see you next time. Peace.